This time around, we're having such kind of discussion probably at the National Assembly level. Are you concerned that that's level of discussion there, fine, it may be an intention to delegitimize some of the concerns of the Gen Zs, but should that be the way?
Fred, it shouldn't be. You know, Fred, of course, when you are in the National Assembly, you actually lawmakers. You're also responsible for budget. You're also responsible for holding government account in terms of oversight. It is, so the discussions come, and again, it's that situation where you say, can the majority leader in the National Assembly, for example, stop being emotional? Because he's the one who is going to guide debate. And you know, once you raise the emotions of the debate at that particular time, you create a situation where everybody then goes into very extraordinary levels to condemn somebody, to attack an individual, to attack a community, to those things. If you wanted to talk about the riots, we should then concentrate on what has happened. None of those guys even offered condolences. Instead of offering condolences, they were offering blames here and there. The National Assembly, the Senate, people need to realize that everybody's watching you to see how you lead, you guide the debate in the House. So once your emotional quotient is totally unreliable, once your emotional intelligence is lowered, you cannot therefore leave Parliament and go to the people and try to present yourself as being very intelligent. We've already seen you in the House, how you speak. And I wanted to say to Kenya, and I want to support Dr. Ari here, saying Kenya is a very special country on this continent. And it's a recognition not just by us, it's a recognition by everybody in the world. When you look at Africa, you think about Kenya. If you want to invest anywhere, you want to think about Kenya. So let's move as Parliament. Let's Parliament rise above the kind of things that are coming out of there. Let them move to the level of presenting Kenya at that level. Let people looking at us debating see, you know, they should see the level of intelligence in that House. They should see the level of stability in the House. No, I'm saying this because I've also been in that chair as a speaker. I've also been leader majority, and I understand. Sometimes the command, the motions, whatever it is, must be guided to the level where we say, okay, fine, this has happened. So what next? What do we do as a House? How do we restore this order? How do we help our police? That should be the debate, rather than all those things throwing at you who is to blame for everything, surely. Even if it is, how powerful is that person, that you blame him for your parents, you blame him for your children, you blame him for everything. Well, what you're doing basically is you're creating power in that person which he doesn't have. I mean, this guy, Rigiji, for example, why do we blame him for everything? Blame him for what he's done wrong, but surely he cannot be the one responsible for millions of people moving. I mean, so even if he was the one, the law is there to take care of a person like that. I mean, why do we say Dr. is the one who killed my brother, for example, and he's still sitting here next to me, when the police should actually arrest that guy? So I'm just saying, basically, let's move this country to a place where we can be proud to say we have a country that the world views as stable. Mm-hmm. But let's not cause chaos. We cannot stabilize it by creating more problems, by creating chaos in the country. So, and by the way, you know, a few days ago, not too long ago, we had something called the National Prayer Breakfast. And the guy who spoke at the National Prayer Breakfast advised, and he said, please, these young people are looking for respect. As we speak every day, we call them children. We say our children, our children. These guys have moved on. They require respect. Let's deal with them as respectable young professionals. Age is the only thing that keeps them at that level. But these are very smart, very intelligent, they are very expectant of something good in the country. In fact, they are the ones who wish this country to be at another level.
All right.
They're not up to destroying this country.
And Dr. Kanyude, you must agree that